The number one profitable side hustle to start with only $100. Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Romy. So without any further delay, I want to talk to you about how I was able to create the most profitable side hustle in America, and I'm sharing it with you totally for free. Now, this side hustle, you don't need a lot of capital. All it requires is $100. You don't need any experience because when I started it, I didn't have any experience. You don't need to have any special equipment. You don't need to have like a truck or something big or even a car. Okay, you can do this side hustle right through your cell phone, right through your computer, right through your laptop, whatever you have, anywhere you are. It doesn't matter if you're working, if you're babysitting, you're stuck at home, wherever you are, if you're on vacation, if you're on your boat, or if you're on your bicycle riding somewhere, you're able to do this. And without any further delay, let me explain what I did, okay? So let's get started. I bought this bike for $150, and I was able to sell this bike, what I call super fast, warp speed, in less than 2 weeks, roughly around 11 days, for $380. So again, I bought it for 150. In less than 2 weeks, I sold it for $380. Okay. Now, this is what I call a first baser. It was not a home run deal because I've done other deals, for example, where I put $100 and bought a bike and then flipped around and made $700 in a matter of days, if not hours. Okay. Now, so what's the best side hustle? Flipping bicycles. Why is flipping bicycles the best side hustle? Because there's millions and millions of people that ride bicycles. It's $1 billion industry. Okay, and with what's going on in the market, everyone needs bikes. You go to the bike stores, a lot of the bikes are sold out. And because of sanctions and inflation and free money printing, all the bike stores are pretty much out of bikes. So the secondary market is now very, very, very profitable. For example, if the market wasn't the way it is today with bike shortages, I wouldn't be able to sell this bike as high as I did, which is $380. Okay, I probably would only be able to get $250 for it or $300 for it. So now I'm able to squeeze another $100 or squeeze another $50 out of it. Excuse me, because of the bike shortage that's happening right now in America and all over the world. So the best side hustle, the number one profitable side hustle is flipping bicycles. And I'm going to show you, for example, this bike. Okay, this was a beautiful bike. It did have a little wear on it. You can see the chains right here. It has a little rust on it. But again, I didn't do anything to this bike. I just bought it and I did three things to it. And I'll share with you in a second. Let's look at the bike first. Okay, beautiful bike. All right. Now, when I first bought this bike, it was very, very dirty and it looked ugly. It was disappointing to me. I was like, oh man. But again, all the bikes that I buy, they're usually very, very dirty. So the three things that I did to the bike was that I washed it real good. I took great pictures of it, okay? And I wrote an amazing description about the bike. And in my course, in my book that I wrote, I give you those descriptions for the bikes. I show you exactly video training and how to take pictures of the bikes so they sell. So in my book, in my course, I have everything on a platter for you so you can also find these deals. But here's the funny thing. This same seller sold me this bike and this bike. I bought this bike for $10 and I sold it for 1,900%. 1,900%, guys, okay? So again, I bought this bike for $10 and I sold it for 1,900% return on my investment, which is crazy. Okay, I sold it almost for around $200, a couple of $10 short. Okay, so but the same seller also sold me this bike, which I bought this bike for 150 and I sold it for 380. But altogether, if you do 380 plus the $200, this is like over $500, 500 and some change that I made, right, in just one transaction with one seller. Okay, so I did three things to these bikes. I took great pictures, and I show you how to do it in my course. I got a video training on how to do it. wrote a great description, which I also have a bunch of different descriptions that you can use. Just copy and paste my descriptions that basically sell your bike, and then I put it online. So I washed it, I took great pictures, and I wrote a great description. Okay, and that's it. I did not fix them. This one had a flat. The real tires was flat. So I didn't fix them. I didn't oil them. I don't know how to work on bikes. So I didn't do any of that stuff. All I did is just wash them, and they were dirty. So once I washed them, I was like, wow, I'm impressed. Because when I first get the bikes, they were sitting in this guy's garage. They were all nasty looking. And so he didn't want to wash them. He didn't want to take pictures. The guy didn't want to write a description. He didn't want to, or he didn't know how to, or he didn't have the time for it. So he allowed me to make the profit for doing the footwork, which I was happily willing to do, because I sold both of the bikes. One bike I sold in less than a week. The other one I sold in less than 2 weeks. And again, all the money I put into two bikes was $160. One for $150, which is this one, and then the green one that I just showed you that I paid $10 for. Fast money, which is unbelievable. Now, how did I get these bikes? It's a very good question. Okay, there's basically two ways that I get the bikes, but this time, and I go into it in my book, in more ways too, but the two ways that I've shared publicly. This one, I just wrote a professional sales copy ad, and I've been honing it and making it really perfect. And I just put it on Craigslist, and then the seller saw my ad that says, I buy bikes per se. And he reached out to me, and he said he had this bike and the other bike. And I said, you know what? I'll buy both of them for you. And I offered them $160 for two bikes. And, these bikes were not home runs by any shape or fashion. But this one was a one baser, the other one was a three baser, which is not bad deal, okay? Because I can't get these types of returns. I can't put $10 and turn $200 in 6 days anywhere else. Not in cryptocurrencies, not into stocks, not into real estate, not into gold, not into bonds. I can't do any of that, okay? But only in flipping bicycles is the side hustle that I created for my students, because so many of them wanted to be real estate investors, and they got into the game of wholesaling, or they got into the game of fix and flips, and they couldn't do it, or they went bankrupt, or they never could get a deal. And so I created a business that was a parallel world of real estate that allowed my students to make money now with a very small amount of capital, which is only $100, right? And not take such a big risk, and not have to go borrow money from a bank. But at the same time, learn how to find deals, learn how to, create their own little system of marketing to find deals, which I basically give it to you in my course, and you can download it in the link below. This is called the New Flip, my flipping bicycle course. Okay, so I teach my students how to find these types of deals, and I created this course because I want them to learn about finding deals, inspecting deals, talking to sellers, finding what a motivated seller is, how to negotiate the deal, how to turn around and, prep the deal for a resale. Because, like, for example, if you're a wholesaler, you buy a property and you put it on a contract, then you got to turn around and sell it. If you're a fix and flipper, the same thing. You buy, you fix it, then you got to turn around and sell it. Same thing with flipping bikes. It teaches you how to buy something, negotiate, get a good deal at a deep discount, and then turn around and sell it at a discount, so the property moves at warp speed. Okay, what is warp speed? It means that I get a deal at a deep discount and I sell it at a discount. That way, there's a lot of people lined up for it, and they're ready to buy it, so I can move the unit, what I call warp speed, okay? Because there's three types of sellers out there. The sellers that are pricing their property, doesn't matter if it's a bike or real estate, above fair market value. Those people usually never sell. Then you have the people that are in the middle, they're pricing their property for the actual market value, okay, which is the majority. Then you have people like me that are pricing my property below the fair market value. So if the value of the bike is $500, I'm putting mine at $300. And it's below market, so there's a lot of people interested in buying it, and they're usually competing against each other. And that way, I'm able to get a warp speed transaction, because I'm buying at a deep discount and I sell it at a discount. Now you know what that means, okay? So again, I bought this property at a deep discount from a motivated seller, the bike. I washed it. I wrote a great description, which is all in my course. And then I flipped it, right? And I flipped it and I made massive profits. And to get more information about the Flipping Bicycle course, go to mrnofluff.com or go to My Real Estate Dojo and then scroll down and click on the bicycle flip link like I just did. Okay. In this course, guys, it's a full on business. Okay. I've given you a book. I've given you video training. And I've also given you my manuals where you're able to just copy and paste my offer letters that I give to these sellers where they're willing to give me these deals at such a discount. I give you my ads so you can post online to get deals. I tell you exactly what bikes to buy, what sizes that I buy, okay, what brands that I buy, and so on and so on. And I basically give you the whole business in a platter. This course retails for $1,500, but you can get it right now for $197, guys. You can get it right now for $197. What does it include? Well, like I said, it includes a turnkey business in a box. You get detailed training videos. You get my systems and automation manuals. Plus, you get seller offer ads, seller ads, buyer ads, and so on, guys. Okay. The other thing is, if you already downloaded this course, or if you need more help, then I do provide coaching for the flipping bike business for 30 days of me working with you directly. The cost is $997, guys. So for less than $1,000, you can work directly with me. You have to buy the course. The course is separate, but if you want the coaching, I give you access to my cell phone and you have access to my email, and I'll work with you and I'll share with you trade secrets that I haven't shared with other people, nor is it in my book. It's only for my coaching level. So if you want to do it yourself, download the self-help book. Make sure you download the course below. It's called The New Flip. Normally it's $1,500. You can get it right now for $200, $199. And if you need more help, you want someone to hold your hand and help you, okay, then I highly recommend doing what? I highly recommend joining my coaching, guys, okay? Just for a few bucks, you'll work with me directly one-on-one. Any questions you have, you can run it right by me, and I'm just a text away. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button. Let me your thoughts below. If you downloaded the course, which many people have, let me know below your successes. I'd love to hear it, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.